Okay, so I've been asked about different types of hives. You've got poly hives, you've got flow hives. As long as it's a standard 8 or 10 frame base Landstroth, that's fine. This is in particular a riser for the flow hive that we provide with our deliveries. We try and find out whether people are using flow hives. If they are, they need this because it's being a flat base. It's got to have a riser under the front for the honey extraction of the flow. So that simply goes up underneath the front like that, underneath the headboard, and that gives the rearward flow. So the other thing we need to talk about is, apart from that, is that people ask me if I want to use oil or I don't like using diatomaceous earth, can I convert this tray into an oil tray? Answer is obviously yes. So this is what we've got here. We've got an oil tray. This is a conventional diatomaceous earth type of tray, and this is the oil tray. It's very easy to make. All it is, it's a 19mm or 3/4 inch timber right around. And you might notice here, if you zoom in, that this here has got to be back so that it will slide in. So when you put the timber on there and you silicone it down, you've got to make sure you got that little groove there because it won't go in here. Very important. And when you finished silicone it down, you must put a bead of silicone right up and right around the inside of the tray for the oil, otherwise it'll leak and that'll be no good. So after you've done that, it's a simple case that now you have an oil tray. Okay, so the type of oil that you can use is a canola oil, a sunflower oil. I wouldn't go to a vegetable oil. Main reason is because of the smell of the oil, and this is right directly underneath the brood box. So any smell that comes up from any oil that's got a smell, the queen won't lay right down to the bottom of the frame. She'll only lay halfway down, and that's no good for the hive. That means you're only getting basically half hive activity, I suppose you'd call it. So, yep, just canola oil or sunflower oil. It's got no smell and it's good in there. And you don't have to put a great deal in there. You just have to put a smear in there. And if you've got a rag and just give it a little bit of a wipe like that, once the beetle hit it, they can't go nowhere and they'll eventually die. They can't get out. So that's it for the for an oil tray.